Okay, so today we're diving into this new Tyler Perry film,
Oh, yeah.
Duplicity.
Duplicity.
And we got a lot of info about this.
Yeah.
We got the release date,
Yeah.
we got the plot,
Mm-hmm.
what people are saying about it.
Great.
And we're going to try and unpack all that
Yes.
and see if we can understand it.
Exactly. We've got this audio from the Vega's Daily Vibes podcast.
Okay.
And they break it down pretty nicely, I think.
Cool.
The release, the basic plot, the actors.
Yeah.
And then what critics are saying about it.
I mean, it seems like a lot to cover,
It is.
but we're going to try to give you, the clearest picture
Yes.
of Duplicity as possible.
For sure.
Okay.
Without,
Yeah,
boring you to death.
right, like the essence of it.
Yeah, the core of it.
Okay, so let's start with just, the basic setup.
The basics, yeah. So Duplicity just premiered this past March.
Okay.
March 20th, 2025.
Okay.
And it's streaming exclusively on Amazon Prime Video.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's being described as a legal thriller, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Because I feel like Tyler Perry done so many different genres.
absolutely he has.
Like dramas, comedies. So,
Mhm.
what do you think about this genre choice?
I think it's a really interesting direction for him because
Yeah.
it seems like he's leaning into a really serious, timely, with this police shooting.
Right.
So that's pretty heavy stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And it seems like with a legal thriller, he's playing with different elements.
Right.
The suspense, the tension,
Uh-huh.
the intricate plotting,
Yeah.
all those things that come with a thriller.
Yeah, like the Hallmark.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he's still going to be exploring, themes of justice and morality,
Yeah.
but in this heightened way.
Okay, so tell me about the main character.
Okay, so we have Marley,
Okay.
who is a high-powered attorney, played by Kat Graham,
Okay.
and she's investigating the shooting of her best friend's
Oh, wow.
husband.
Okay, so it's personal.
It's very personal.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really driven by this personal connection
Wow.
to find the truth,
Okay.
and it sounds like it gets really messy.
Oh, I bet.
There are deceptions, betrayals, twists.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a whole web that she gets pulled into.
It's like a friendship.
Yeah,
Really puts her in a difficult position.
I think so.
Because you would think it would be an asset.
You would think.
But I feel like it probably becomes a liability.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It could definitely cloud her judgment,
Yeah.
especially with all the legal stuff.
Right. And the emotional stuff.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, can you imagine?
No.
Okay, so we talked about how this is like a bit of a genre shift
It
for
is.
Tyler Perry. But we also heard that his style is still very much present.
It is.
So, how do you think that works with a thriller?
Well, he has this thing for over-the-top storytelling.
Yeah.
So there are going to be moments where the emotions are really heightened.
Right.
Or a plot twist that maybe isn't super realistic,
Yeah.
but it makes for a good dramatic moment.
It's more about impact than realism.
Exactly.
Okay, so we should be ready for some of those trademark Perry moments.
I think so.
Okay.
It's not going to be a super straight-laced thriller.
Yeah, okay.
He's still going to be Tyler Perry.
Makes sense. Okay, so who else is in this movie?
Okay, so we have Megan Tandy playing Fela,
Okay,
who's Marley's best friend.
right.
And from what I've heard, her emotional journey is central to the film.
I mean, I would imagine.
Right. She's the widow.
Yeah.
And she's trying to cope with this sudden loss and make sense of everything.
And that's probably a driving force for the whole investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so who else is there?
Then there's Tyler Lepley,
Okay,
who plays Tony Wells.
okay,
And he's Marley's boyfriend.
okay.
And get this, he's a former cop turned private investigator.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and there's a hint that he might be connected to a big twist.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, in the third act.
Wow, so he could be a good guy, a bad guy.
We don't know yet.
That's good.
Yeah, it's is he helping Marley or is he part of the problem?
Right. Does he know more than he's letting on?
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, it adds this whole layer of suspicion.
Totally. Okay, anyone else?
Yes. Ronrico Lee,
Okay,
he plays Kevin,
Okay.
who's this seasoned police officer
okay,
who's mentoring a rookie cop.
okay,
And people are saying his performance is really strong.
okay.
Really authentic.
That's good.
Yeah, especially when the film deals with things like police brutality.
Yeah,
So it sounds like he's bringing a lot of depth to the role.
right, because you need that balance.
You do.
You need that grounded realism.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're dealing with such a tough topic.
Right.
So it seems like the cast is really bringing a lot to this film.
They are.
Trying to balance all those things we talked about.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the reactions.
Yeah.
What are people saying?
It's kind of mixed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems like people are divided.
Interesting. Okay, how so?
Well, Black America Web is praising it. They're
Okay.
saying it's a really gripping thriller,
Okay.
full of suspense,
Uh-huh.
and like moral gray areas.
Okay, so they think it delivers,
They do.
like on the thriller aspect.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about the other side?
So Decider had a bit of a different take.
Okay.
They said that it touches on important issues,
Okay.
but that it maybe falls into some of those Tyler Perry tropes,
Oh, you mean
like melodrama and plot twists that are maybe a little superficial.
right, like not very deep.
Yeah, and they're saying that maybe the film doesn't really go deep enough into the social issues.
But it sounds like the viewers are also divided.
Yeah, the podcast mentioned that too.
Interesting.
Like some people are loving the twists and turns and
Yeah.
they like how Perry injects some humor, but others were hoping for like a more serious examination
Okay.
of the theme.
Like the social commentary.
Exactly.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah,
Because, he's known for his certain style.
he is.
But this is such a serious topic.
Right.
So I could see how that would be
Yeah,
point of contention.
for sure.
Okay, so what about the whole red carpet premiere thing?
Oh, yeah, that was a big deal.
Okay.
It premiered at the Museum of Modern Art in NYC.
Wow.
Yeah. And it sounds like it was a huge spectacle.
Ex-
Everyone was there.
Yeah.
And they were doing all these interviews. And Tyler Lepley and Ronrico Lee were really emphasizing the suspense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all the twists and turns,
Okay.
big surprises in the third act.
So they were really hyping it up.
Totally.
Okay.
And then there was Tyler Perry on Good Morning America.
What did he do?
Well, he made a joke about his Medea character.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he said he was so sick of that old
Oh,
broad,
my gosh.
which I thought was pretty funny,
Yeah.
but it also like reminded everyone of his comedic side.
Right. Well,
Even though he's doing this serious film.
yeah, it's interesting how he can do both. Like he can be serious and funny.
Yeah, and still be successful.
Right, like it doesn't pigeonhole him.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's try and sum this all up.
Okay.
So basically, Duplicity is a legal thriller
Right.
with that classic Tyler Perry style.
Yeah.
Over-the-top moments, big
Mhm.
twists and turns.
Yes.
And it's dealing with this really timely issue,
Yeah.
a police shooting.
Right.
But it's doing it through this personal drama lens.
Exactly.
So it's like this blends of genres and themes.
It is.
And that's why I think people are having such different reactions.
Yeah, some people are into it and others not so much.
Right.
It really depends on what you're looking for.
Exactly. And that's what we wanted to give you,
Yeah.
like a good overview.
A good understanding.
Yeah, so you can decide if it's something you want to check out.
Exactly.
So for you listening,
Yes.
think about this.
Okay.
You've got this film, Duplicity.
Right.
It's entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also dealing with this very real issue.
A very serious issue.
So what do you think is the role of filmmakers
Yeah.
when they do this,
Right.
when they mix entertainment with real-world problems?
Yeah.
Do you think Tyler Perry strikes a good balance?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Or is there like a tension there,
Yeah.
between wanting to entertain and wanting to address
Yeah.
this serious issue,
Like responsibly.
right? Like with the depth it deserves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about as you
Yes,
watch
sir.
movies
Absolutely.
and think about the stories that resonate with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it for today.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.